G'day, this is Captainoob, and this video is going to be a showcase on the Real Throwing Weapons mod. This mod adds a shit ton, and I do mean a shit ton, of different throwables for you to use in your grenade slot to deal some extra damage if you don't like the vanilla grenades. So first of all, we'll just go through them, and we've got the fidget spinner shuriken thing here. We're just gonna forget that exists, and we'll move straight on to the food paste pie. Yes, for a good old pie in the face gag. Doesn't actually do a lot of damage, but 100% chance to stagger, and also the hilarity of the gag itself. That's pretty cool. Anyways, you get 5 different types of shurikens, 5, count them, 5, and apparently these don't actually kill people, they just really annoy you. I feel like they'd hurt if someone threw them at you, but I guess it wouldn't actually kill you now, would it? Anyway, here's a stiletto shiv, and you might be thinking of like high heels, like massive high heels that chicks wear sometimes, or that'll come up a little bit later, but the other meaning for that is just a tempered blade or whatever, so there you go. There's one that looks like that. You've also got a throwing fork. If you want to say fork you before throwing that, you can do that for comedic effect. That one doesn't actually do a whole lot of damage compared to the stiletto shiv, so don't think I could make too much use out of that. And there's another throwing stiletto. This one looks like a basic put together throwing thing. Even this one, the mod author calls this one boring too. So it does alright damage, but nothing too much else to speak of there. And then they've got a bunch of thunder sticks here, which attach live grenades onto them, and they do explode on impact. Also, it pokes fun of MAGA here, so if you're a Donald Trump supporter, don't download this mod or you'll be forced to start political debates in the comments. Oh god, please don't do that. Anyways, you get each of these for the different types of grenades, so we'll just quickly scroll through those. I'm not even going to bother with synth relays because the synths will hate me because the Institute does. Moving on, you get a combat knife here, which at 404 damage, I feel like that's the kind of stuff that I want. Yeah, I feel like that'll do just fine, and hopefully those knives fly quickly. We've also got a Diamond City stiletto here. Just a basic shiv looking thing. Moving on, you've got harpoons. I don't think they're the same harpoons as you would find the harpoon gun shooting from Far Harbor. They look a little bit more like arrows that you'd fire from a bow and arrow. So yeah, they're kind of cool. 404 damage, looking alright. You can get one with a broken fusion core for extra radiation damage if you're facing against human targets, and that's a pretty good idea to grab one of those. And one with an EM field here if you feel like taking on some robots. Has a little bit of extra energy damage too, which is nice. And here's just a basic hatchet. Looks awesome. And finally, a normal looking weapon for this mod. I was kind of thinking the same thing. Let's get some hatchets. Also, really bad time for Idiot Savant to kick in. Got a Raider hatchet here, which looks like a small tire iron. Very good use of vanilla assets there. Impressive. Does less damage than a regular hatchet though, so I'm not sure what's the point of those, but you're in the needing 3 steel to make those, whereas you need wood for that one. Not that they're really uncommon, but there you go. We've also got a Raider shiv, which is the asset of the not the handmade rifle, it's the knife, the Disciples knife in Nuka World, and we'll actually see another one of these in just a second, but that's a nice little addition there. Only 107 damage, so You also get a saw blade. You can throw the saw blades, probably reused from the baseball bats. Throwing that one would be hazardous if you decided to catch some of those teeth on, when you throw it, so that'd be bad. Maybe you should wear some safety gloves. You can get switchblades. Still illegal in the Northeast. Oh, that's a shame. Too bad they can't bet. No political debates here. Also, you get a shoe, and this one says, takes bad presidents by surprise in press conferences. So yeah, this is rife with political unrest, this mod. But yeah, as hilarious as that is, that actually does no damage, but I think, yeah, it does a 100% chance to stagger, so if you want to chuck a shoe at somebody, then that's a cool thing here. And going back to the stiletto thing, yeah, there's a high heel you can peg at someone. Doesn't do a lot of damage, but imagine if a woman chucked a big old high heel like that at me. I think that'd hurt quite a bit. Also, natural progression. You can't blame me. I do not blame you. Moving on. More thunder sticks. This one's just got a bit of tin on the end. It takes a tin can, which is kind of annoying, but there you go. Explodes on impact, sorry. And the wrench knife. I was about to say Western knife, but no, I'm mixing up Nuka World weapons again. This one is the Disciples Cutlass, just without that massive blade bit there. Looks pretty good. Does 404 damage. And we've also got a Diamond City Tomahawk, which actually looks really awesome. I don't know who makes these, but they don't make them do much more damage than 107, so that kind of sucks. And there we go, there's a harpoon with the EM field all the way down here. They've also got some pirate jargon there, so that's kind of cool. And a blade from the Book of Eli. I've never seen that movie. Please give me a synopsis in the comments so I'm up to speed with this thing. And lastly, a throwing wakizashi? Sorry, I just butchered your language there, Japan, but that's okay. No Japanese people watch my videos, so I think we'll be fine. And yeah, you can make those. 269 damage, giggity. Not really much going on here, but it's a nice little katana if you're a weeb. Okay, let's create a bunch of these and we'll start throwing them at people. Righto, so here we are in Gunner's Plaza with Bridget's gun in hand, and why we're using this is because the throwables are secondary weapons, so we will be treating them as such. But that doesn't mean we're going to go ahead and try to sneak attack crit with them first, because stealth is overpowered in Fallout 4, so we'll see how we go. Now, when we throw this, you might notice that there's some sort of cone along the screen that happens, and also the game goes into slow motion. So, that is the mod giving you a little bit better time to aim with these particular things, which is nice. You still get all the clunkiness of still the throwing the grenade animations, and also the camera going turning to the right as you throw it, which is really, really annoying, especially when you try to target things at range. So observe this turret over here. I'm going to try to compensate to actually hit that thing. If we go over there, we might get a decent shot at it. No, I overcompensated. What about over here then? We're on target at that time, but we just didn't get the enough angle into it. You might notice how slow these are actually traveling through the air. I mean, they'll do the damage if they land with a sneak attack critical, but yeah, they just take a bloody week to get there, which is not really that good, but whatever, that's okay. Again, these are secondary weapons to supplement your primary weapon, and if they're doing damage like that, then they could be primary potential, but they are not. We'll just quickly take out those turrets, including that explosive turret. We'll take that one out first, and then before we get into more gunners, we'll just quickly check out the Diamond City stilettos here. Now these things do a lot less damage, so if we get a sneak attack crit here, I'll be surprised if we do actually hit them. Will do a whole lot less damage. It's really hard to hit things over at this range, so I think at this range you wouldn't even bother throwing stuff, you just try to hit them with a pistol instead. And get them with some nasty damage over time. Yes, that's the way, isn't it? And you probably want to use these things basically in conjunction with each other. So maybe you run out of bullets and you don't have the reload effect to keep you going. Also, are we throwing combat knives again? I want to throw stilettos, thank you. There we go. So something happens. There's just a little bit of a glitch when choosing these things. Maybe this thing isn't designed to have multiple in your inventory at once. Also, these stilettos are fucking garbage. That's doing no damage whatsoever. Either will the tomahawks, apparently. Let's see if we can actually throw those. Nope, we're still throwing the stilettos. Come on, give me this. Let me have this. Okay, you're noticing some of the limitations of this mod. I'm not sure whether they take up a different slot. I'll also have that off you. So you stop shooting at me now. And also you can pick stuff up. That's nice, isn't it? Makes a bit of sense. Even though the tip would be a little bit blunted, seeing as it's been thrown into things. Also, you're the only one who's detected me. Who are you saying take her out to? I don't know. Anyways, harpoons, 404 damage. No, that's still the stilettos. We're having a little bit of trouble changing the actual things here. What if I just drop those things? There we go. Harpoons are actually firing now. Hopefully we don't get a crash to desktop, because last time I tried dropping some of these things, there was a big old crash that happened. We'll just hope the game forgets that even happened. There we go. So getting the 10 times 8 or 0.8 sneak attack crits with those things, it's doing pretty well. Broken fusion core, a little bit of residual rad damage. This thing won't do too bad. Try to snipe at that turret over there.
What?
We missed. That's okay. We're not in danger yet. EM field should do quick work of him, hopefully. There we go. That's the kind of damage we need. If we're able to take out turrets that easily, we should be, you know, set for smooth sailing. Ah, there's Captain Bridget. Let's fight fire with fire, shall we? I've got a 50 cal pistol that does a whole lot of damage over time. Let's duel. Okay, it's impact time. She did a whole lot of damage to me, more than I expected. Alright, let's just get some VATS action happening on you. I'm not in the mood to deal with your shit today, Captain Bridget. Here's a crit to add insult to injury. and I'll finish you off with one of these bad boys. I missed. That's okay. Hey, crowd control situations. Let's get something explosive, shall we? Let's scroll through our little bag of tricks here to see what we can have. Ooh, frag grenades, eh? I like the sound of that. It didn't explode. Oh, wait, no, there was an explosion. It just happened after? Oh, wait, no, I'm not throwing those. I'm throwing the other things still. Get out of my inventory, god damn it. There we go, that's the stuff. So it looks like if you want to be effective out of this thing and use it as a primary, you can probably get away with using the frag grenade variants of these. That does a ton of damage. And again, we're having a lot of trouble with switching out of these particular things. And also, we're a little bit too close for the frag grenade explosions. I'm just going to shoot you instead. That puny power fist did nothing to me. Nothing, I say. Also, we're down to like 30% health, or 25, even though we popped the stim pack back there. Whatever. That's okay. We missed everything somehow. That's the stuff. That's better. Okay. There's a frag grenade right there. Awesome. Let's just go for one with an EM field. This one actually goes into slow motion. And since we've got the nerd rage, we'll just finish those guys off without giving myself more of a headache from being shot, I suppose. And there we go. So, the Bridget's pistol supplemented by some real throwable stuff. Really doing some good work here. Granted, I could have gone a little bit better if I didn't try to stand up to Bridget in her own gun. Nothing can beat Captain Bridget with that big old pistol, can they? Oh well, we did alright regardless. Let's move on to a monster. Righto, let's start off this fight by throwing some stiletto heels at old mate Swan over there. We're hitting him with a little bit of deadly premonition. Hang on, that's not what I wanted at all. It's still doing that thing where if I de-equip another thing and then re-equip it, I kind of want those back though, so give me that. That's okay. Hit him with heals this time. Okay, we missed. We missed again. He's good at dodging, even though he doesn't know where we are. We got 10 times damage with the stiletto heal, and we're only doing 152. Okay, that one's more for the memes, but it's still kind of funny. He's in a lot of pain, you know, because if someone throws one of those things at yeah, that'll just ruin your day. Saw blades. I didn't show this off before. Not really any different. Ah, that's the heals again. Ah, okay, I'm noticing a little bit of a pattern here. If the thing doesn't do the slowdown whilst it's equipped, then I think that is why. Although both of them seem to be equipped. I don't know, maybe the slowdown adds a different attachment slot into your thing. So we should be throwing the stiletto heals. Yeah. Maybe if I de-equip the heals first, right? No, we're just going to drop them. Also, I don't remember having this much. Oh my god, they're all around me now. Okay, whatever. Okay, 56 and 150. I'm not even going to try with that. Cryo. Let's throw some cryo things at him. We missed. It went straight through him. I saw it. You all saw it. Okay. That's doing okay. We're not doing as well as I thought we would, though. There's also a Feral Ghoul Reaver there. No, don't bash. That's a good way to get detected. Fork you, Swan. Fork you. If only there was like a throwing bone. So I could say I've got like a bone to pick with you, and then I'd throw that at him, and then like a Seinfeld laugh track would play. Okay. Let's just throw a shuriken so we can get a feel of the damage of the thing. No, that's not a shuriken, that's a fork. Yeah, whatever. Let's just chuck all of those out. We don't need them. There we go. Shurikens, away. They seem to move a lot faster, and they do a lot more damage. So, despite having not as much damage as you'd think they'd need, they actually do pretty well when it comes to Swan, just because you can actually hit stuff, and they do move fast, which is a plus. Since that ghoul has decided to stand there, I want to go and throw shit at him. No, Swan, you stand right there. Ha, didn't get a lot of damage that time. Maybe these things' range is super limited. Possibly. They don't have a lot of weight to carry them. Although the rotation in the air would make them more... that'd help them fly quicker, wouldn't it? I'm not an expert on that, but I think that's what happens. Don't think pulse grenades would work. We can get synth relay grenades. They'll only attack me and get Swan aggroed. What about the tin? The basic tin thunder thing. Ah, just a big old explosion. That's alright then. Keep in mind that, again, we're only using secondary weapons against one here, and he's too stupid to realize that we're here, so we haven't really opened up with Bridget's pistol yet. We've also run out of those. A wrench knife. Better than a combat knife. Only slightly, though. Oh, 2,800 damage. I think this is the way to go, although that time... Okay, we got half the damage before. Are we hitting overlapping hitboxes? I don't really know. But I think we've found the sweet spot. He's not going to attack us here. Actually, I wonder what happens when you throw this in third person. That's something we haven't seen. Yep, you just go through your basic animations. What if you throw it in an idle stance? Let's see what happens. Put the gun away. We'll just point over here. Huh. Apparently these go anywhere they really want. They really want to go over in this direction. Okay, we're just going to shoot spawn. There we go. Captain Bridget's gun, everybody. Get yours today. So, I think that gives you an idea of what you can do with the Real Throwables mod. It's a secondary weapon mod. You can't be relying on it to do all of the work, but sometimes with sneak attack criticals, if you can just keep stacking them, keeping enemies lined up, you can actually hit them quite easily. Granted, the throwing system of these is really, really annoying too, because one, there's a little bit of a delay, and sometimes you can mistime the actual activating and throwing of the grenade, because it sometimes will go into slow motion before you get that trigger working. So if I try to break it here, see? I can activate that little ring there just by pressing the grenade throw button, and it'll actually, you know, pop that up, go into slow motion, and then if I try to activate it again, I have to wait either to it unslows down or hold it down for a whole lot longer, and that can mess up your timing a little bit. Had a little bit of trouble with that before, but all in all, I've actually had quite a lot of fun with this mod. So if you'd like to see this in your game, check out the links. I'll be in the description. I'll probably throw a link to how you get Bridget's gun as well. It's on the boss in Gunner's Plaza. It's like the Captain Bridget add-on mod that isn't specifically canon, but it's like a synth version of her, so you can make it canon if you feel like it. Anyways, enough about that. Thank you for watching, guys.